So I've been confronted with this truth about myself so often from the time I can remember. And I wonder if you struggle with the same thing, and that's when you fight, when you argue with someone, when you stand firm on what you believe about a situation or whatever it is, you fight to be right instead of to resolve, to come to an agreement, to understand one another. One of Stephen Covey's habits to success is to seek first to understand, then be understood. And so badly I want to be understood, because I believe that most often I believe that I am of sound mind and heart and considerate of the other person. And I don't always feel, you know what, dude, that's really rude. Like, he's not being very considerate right now. He just has to be on top of me. I try to sneak away, and somebody's gonna find me. So anyway, I've been thinking a lot about it because I'm on the brink of a transition. And with change can come discomfort, and when there's anytime there's unfamiliarity and you've gotten yourself in a groove of some sort, it's hard to roll with the punches and to go with the flow. You're almost resistant to change. And I actually embrace change. It's a constant in our lives. We can't change that change will happen. We can't control it. It just happens. And so it's our response to that change that makes the most difference. And the sooner we can get to the place where it's inevitable, the better off we'll be, and so will the people around us. Really? I'm petting you. I am giving you attention. It's just not enough, Mom. I need more. I need your both hands. So I am a very prideful individual. I have a large ego. I'm extremely competitive. And yeah, I know. They're interrupting our love fest over here. Actually, you're the one who's interrupting, FYI. Okay. So with competition and a natural tendency to lead, okay, I believe that in our household, it's important. I learned it in the Bible, and it's not a subservient mentality, okay? I don't want you to think that I'm a doormat, nor do I have that mindset or believe that that's what God wants for me either. But I mean, my husband is head of the home. So when he is home, I have to relent and respect any authority, any leadership, and decision making. We're a team. Don't get me wrong, and don't misplace what I'm saying. Again, I really hope you understand me, because I appreciate being understood and my heart being heard. And we're rubbing up a challenge here. My husband travels a lot, but when he's home, after having run the house a certain way with the kids and with the dogs and everything, I mean, Harley's still a puppy, so it's a little bit more, the discipline's a little bit more aggressive because he's in that correcting age, I feel like. So I am one that's the disciplinarian. And I feel like sometimes there's two chiefs in this TP. I feel like there's two quarterbacks with no receiver in this house. And so I've had to grow a lot. I've had to change a lot and transform and kind of make some adjustments in in how I respect my husband. You know, just like love, respect is unconditional. It just makes it that much better, you know, and if I feel unloved, I'm going to disrespect him, and if he's disrespected, he's going to treat me unlovingly. You've probably heard that before on the Love and Respect by the Eggriches. It's an excellent concept, and it's from the Word, and it's a really worthy thing to implement in your home. It teaches your daughters and your sons about it, about how to treat one another, especially in the most important relationship you have this side of heaven. But I can really get like a lot of fear can get welled up inside of me. Fear of not being heard, fear of not being understood. And so when I run the house a certain way and someone comes in and kind of rocks the boat a little bit, I feel threatened. I feel like my heart's not being understood. Like behind this discipline is love, and you know, according to myself. And he agrees. In no way doesn't he agree. His approach is just different. And I feel like if I wasn't so focused on being right all the time, if I focused for resolution and change my mindset to that, I think we would be able to meet in the middle a lot easier. I think we would be able to appreciate what each other's, our state of mind and our beliefs about how we handle certain things, where we come from. And so there's a lot more love and resolve. Fighting to be right, I mean, you might have heard this before. Would you like to be right or happy? Right or rich? Right or kind? Like, oftentimes being so bent on being right gets in the way of so much more progress and healthy relationships and healthy finances and just a healthy lifestyle. It's okay. You know what it says? It says that you're humble. It says that what they have to say to you means something, and that they're not just, trying to make your life miserable or sabotage your belief system or system in general, like how to run the house. We are a team. I've always been a team player, never really pursued any of the individual type sports. Always played the sports that involved playing with a team, being on a team, and encouraging and lifting each other up and working together. And so that's something that Dave and I have to often look at and realize. It's almost like it's brand new every time he comes home. He'll be home for a while. We'll see. He'll be home for a while this season. I don't know how long the season will be, but it's going to be a worthy charge to try and work together and to find resolve a whole lot sooner if we can just get the fact that it's not a competition. It's not who's right, who's wrong. It's about how do we come together in this? How do we see it the same way? And if we don't see it the same way, how can we find compromise and be gentle with each other in the meantime? So that's my encouragement to you. Don't fight to be right. It's not worth it, because when you are right, when you win the fight, you actually lose sometimes. I don't know if that gratification lasts very long for you, but it doesn't last long for me. I might feel like I drove that point in. I drove it home. I won this one, but I never really feel good about it because we're not together on it. We're not in the same camp anymore. We're not a team. We're not shoulder to shoulder. It feels like a win when we can hug at the end. So if I can impress anything upon you, it's to let go of your pride, let go of your ego. It's not a competition. You're a team. Work together, encourage one another, and come to a compromise. Understand one another and each other's hearts. I know you can do it. See you later.